think should be fine. All right, I think the audio should be fine. Let's start. Hey guys, after a long time, welcome back to another episode of Decrypting Movies. You're watching Medley with Maddie, one channel, a multitude of entertainment. And I'm Maddie Dawson. So after a long time, we're gonna see a movie review, Decrypting episode number 17. And in this episode, I've picked up one of my favorites, Psycho by Alfred Hitchcock. So Alfred Hitchcock is still being considered as one of the greatest movie makers in the history of Hollywood, and Psycho is one of those top-rated all-time great films ever made, and it's also considered as the best film from Alfred Hitchcock. So it's a really beautiful film. It gives you a really good experience, the experience of fear and uncertainty. So definitely this is a very good movie to watch. And yep, we'll just get into the trailer and details. So I don't think it's available anywhere. Previously it was available in Netflix, and now it's not available. You have to pay and watch. So it's rated as 8.5 out of 10 in IMDb, which is really good. It's considered as a great film. Remember, this was released in 1960, and it's still good to watch and fresh to watch. And yep, we'll just see the trailer first before we decode and decrypt. All right.
Here we have a quiet little motel, when in fact it has now become known as the scene of the crime.
Do you have a vacancy?
Oh, we have 12 vacancies.
I think this is the first place that looks like it's hiding from the world.
I think that we're all in our private traps, clamped in them. And none of us can ever get out.
Is anyone at home? Oh, that must be my mother.
Is anything wrong?
Am I acting as if there's something wrong?
She's not missing so much as she run away.
Put me down. Mother! Oh, God! Mother!
What are you running away from?
She looked like a wrong one to you.
It's not as if she were a maniac. She just goes a little mad sometimes.
She wouldn't even harm a fly.
Uh, they have not revealed anything in the trailer, which is really good. Most of the Hollywood trailers would reveal the whole story. Yep. So our protagonist in the first half is a heroine, and in the second half it becomes a hero. So it's completely stitched together two segments. So it's not like one hero, we are traveling the path of a hero. No, it's not like that, and it's adapted from a novel. So it takes on a whole new journey, and at the time of release 1960, it was considered one of the groundbreaking films, breaking all orthodox techniques, and a lot of controversial scenes, and it was really a path-breaking movie for Hollywood. And if you see, the stories is starts with an affair. So we see a heroine and his love interest Sam, I think. So Marion and Sam are having an affair. So Marion is working as a secretary, and they have some issues in getting married because of some financial debts from Sam's end. So what happens now is Marion gets like $40,000 from his boss that she needs to go and deposit in the bank for the company, and she takes this money and runs away, trying to get married along with Sam, reach Sam's place. So when she's on the route, to the Sam's place, she exchanges the car, and she stays in a motel, and that motel is this one, Bates, I think Bates Motel. Yeah. So it's kind of creepy the way they show these plays, and the scenes around these really a creepy and freaky scenes here shown. So this is the first half of the movie. So it's about Marion, how she's having an affair with his boyfriend, and yeah, love affair with the boyfriend, and how they are struggling to get married, and this $40,000 she was supposed to go and deposit in the bank, but then she took it and she's running away. And then she comes and stays here in this motel, and this guy, the caretaker of the motel, is kind of weird, and he says that his mother is in the house. So there is a house uphill, and the motel is in the down, and it's called Norman Bates Motel, I think. Motel. So yep, this is the motel, and you can see the house on top of it. Yep. So the motel is here, and the top is this house. So he says that his mother is staying in the house, and she doesn't come out. She's not kind of used to getting visitors in the motel, and he gets a room for Marion, and Marion stays, and they have a chit chat, like getting to know each other. And he says that he collects the what do you call, the heads of animals. After you hunt them, you make it stuffed with the cotton or something, and then you collect them, right? So it's called, I forgot the term. So he does that for hobby, and he runs this motel for a living, and he tells about his mother also, like how she's weird, and she stays in the house, and she doesn't come out, she doesn't like visitors. So somehow through this small chit chat, they come to know each other, and he also, like, it turns out into philosophical conversations, and she kind of feels that she's doing wrong, and she's decided to go and return the money. So this is the midpoint. And when she's taking a shower, and that's when somebody comes in and kills her. So till this point, if you're watching it for a first time, you'll feel like she's the protagonist, and we're gonna follow her till the end. The whole movie is about her, but halfway across the movie, she gets killed, and you're really surprised. I was really surprised what's happening in the movie, because we thought she's the main lead, and she's killed in the halfway point. So then from here on, it's about the motel owner, the caretaker, Norman Bates. So we see that he comes back and sees the body in the shower room, and he just hides it, and he puts all the stuff into the car, and dumps the car in the nearby swamp. So, and then it's all about him. So his lover, her lover, Marion's lover, and a sister, and a private detective hired by the guy who's lost $40,000. So all three of them are searching for Marion, and they end up in this hotel, and they just his behavior is kind of arousing suspicion. So they kind of investigate him, and then in the end, they find a really, really unbelievable stuff about him, like what is he doing alone in this motel. Is the mother alive, or is she dead? So a lot of revelations at the end, and it's 1960, and to get a movie like this at that point of time is really it's somewhat related to multiple disorder. That's a huge spoiler for you, but I'm telling you. And to think of such kind of scientific disorders in using in films, it's in itself a great thing, and he has handled it really beautiful. So it's a horror thriller. All the scenes are developed in a kind of scary and horrifying way, and we see a lot of violence in this movie, and it's also one of its kind, the first of its kind. So there in a lot of countries where the movie was released, they had to cut several scenes in a lot of countries. So the shower scenes had kind of sexually explicit as well as violent scenes, so they had to cut down. It's one of the most iconic scenes. That's why if you see in the trailer, it starts with the shower scene. So this is an iconic scene where she's taking the shower, and some figure in a female dress, and they come and kill her. It's really when you watch it alone, you're kind of feeling scared, and the way these scenes and the music, editing, color, all of them are really great. this is the whole story. And if you see, this is the investigator, and this is Norman Bates, the caretaker of the hotel. So after a small chat with him, he feels that he's kind of suspicious of this guy who's taking care of the hotel. So he checks the register and he finds a different name, but the handwriting of that lady is same. Marion's, he could identify Marion's handwriting, and he confirmed that Marion stayed in this motel. So, and he kills him as well. So there's two murders already. And this is Marion and his love interest, her love interest Sam. It's a really good film, and direction, as I said, a lot of unorthodox techniques used, and the mood. See the setting of this house. So this is the house where we are told the mother of Bates lives, and you see the dark clouds. So it's one of a kind horror films. It provokes your fear, of not getting caught by the police, and how to run away from him. A lot of psychological factors in this movie. That is why it's still great and stands beyond time. And I think it's worth watching. It's around 2 hours, I guess. So it's definitely worth watching, and it's a thriller, basically a horror thriller. So you'd be absolutely thrilled to watch this movie. So that's about the movie. Performance is great, and there is no dull moments, that is for sure. You can watch it in a stretch without taking gaps, and the music is great, terrifying, and the scenes are developed. As I said, if you do not know the film, and if you watch it for the first time, you'll be absolutely surprised at the midway point where the story takes a different turn. And it's one of a kind, I'm saying, because that it doesn't follow that 3-act structure, or one character, one lead character. So the movie is like two segments. The first half, where we see Marion character's development and her end, and then from the mid half we see Norman Bates characters and his weird behavior, how he talks about his mother. So it's really enthralling to watch this movie, and I hope you watch this movie. It's a really good film. And yep, that's about the movie, and more about the episode. Let's see the comments. DK Gaming, hi bro, I am new subscriber bro. How are you bro? I'm fine bro. Thank you DK Gaming, thank you for subscribing to MWM. So yep, if there are any questions, let me take them. You can put down in the chat. I'll try to answer anything about the channel or the movie. Right. Unfortunately, this movie is not available anywhere, so maybe you should download and watch it. Previously it was available on Netflix, but now it's not available. Alright, no questions. So I hope you enjoyed this episode of Decrypting Movies, and we decrypted Psycho. Do watch it if you get a chance. Stay tuned for another episode. Until then, you're watching MaddiE with MaddiE, one channel, a multitude of entertainment. I'm MaddiE Dawson. See you until the next episode. Bye bye.